It's lovely to meet both of you, and it's wonderful to be here at the Royal Hospital, Chelsea, to talk about Remembrance, especially during the centenary of the Royal British Legion. And I just wanted to start off by hearing a little bit about both of your stories and a little bit about both of you as well. Well, I was a public, oh boy, and I got called up for the Army. I was actually called up to Aberdeen, and then I was selected for commissioning, and I went to Sandhurst. It was probably tougher than it was when my husband did it, but I've heard a lot about something at this moment. I'm sure, and Emily yourself, I'm a 10-year-old and I'm a cub, and I hopefully should soon be moving up to Scouts and kind of be like you were in the Scouts as well. I was in the Scouts for many years before the war, a local scalp group associated with some Peters Eaton Square. I'm sure those scouting days helped you then at Sandhurst, and probably I probably didn't. You probably did. Do you feel that Scouts has given you sort of skills that I think it was kind of a useful background. Yes, yes, and Emily, do you feel the same? Do you feel it's helping you? Yes, yeah, it's helped me bring up my courage, my confidence, teamwork for when we did our sports day. We did tug of war and we all had to work together, but in the end, we ended up winning. That's what's so fantastic, isn't it, about Scouts? You get exposed to so many different things, to try new activities, to test yourself, and also as learning experience as well. It's really fantastic. So I'm so glad you're part of that, but today we're obviously talking about remembrance and column bloom. I'd love to hear what remembrance means for you and why this time of year is so important. I have to say I lost a few friends. One in particular, I remember he was killed a day or two before the war ended that, I must say, affected me quite a bit. He wrote to their families to say how sorry you were to have to tell them about this. This time of year, is it lovely for you to reflect on not only the time that you served, but also on your friends and your loved ones? Yeah, very much so, Emily. Why do you feel that remembrance? And Remembrance Day is so important. I think it's important to remember all the servicemen, women who risked or sacrificed their life so that we can live freely and happily today. Absolutely, thank you. And have you been learning about remembrance at school and things? Yeah, we've been learning about who the Allies and Axis were. We did an evacuee day where we all came to school pretending to be evacuee children. Gosh, you've done huge amounts bad. And do you know why I wear poppies? Yes, we wear poppies to symbolize the copies that were grown in the field after the war had ended, and to remember the people who lost their lives for us, and that was 100 years ago, wasn't it? Just over 100 years ago. It's extraordinary to think, but it's amazing that, we've been remembering, and remembrance has been part of the fabric of society, really, since then. It's fantastic that an idea that was initiated then is still very much relevant today. I'd love to see some of these photographs. I mean, that was me as a soldier. How old are you? About 18. That I got leave from Gibraltar. I got leave to go home and get married. Okay, me with my wife who died, sadly, about 18 years ago. Look, is this the role that the Scouts played? Yes, okay, I think I know some of the roles that they've played well in that one. They seem to be helping the evacuation, and they know that they help with the harvest. And these are Scouts watching out for the fires over London? Ah, welder. Yes, oh gosh, so many roles. I thought, yeah, that everybody had. Is this you here? Yeah, are these some of your activities? Yeah, so our local church, we made a big poppy display and it's gone down the tower, the clock tower. And then we also do remembrance services and parades and we lay reads. And Colonel Bloom, how do you commemorate Remembrance Day? Have you been to lots of the services before? I used to join the Italy Star Association because I became its president and I used to march a lot. Did it feel sort of a real sort of pride and honor to be part of? Very much, yes. And of course, you saw the people around you and you were able to talk to them with their different experiences. Why is it important that young children remember as well? I think they should remember what their parents and their grandparents did because otherwise it's gone. It's lost. One of the activities you've been doing is making poppies. Yeah, have you ever made a poppy before? Never. I think Emily's going to teach us. Would that be okay if you pick 6 petals for your property? One of these. Wow, so Colonel Bloom, what would you think was the most important skill that you've learned as being a scout making porridge? It's an important life skill? Oh, he probably eats a lot of porridge every morning stirring. Stirring, did you do things with scouts that you perhaps wouldn't have done in school? They're going on adventures and doing some of the camps and things like that. Yeah. And Emily, what sorts of things have you learned in scouts that you perhaps wouldn't have done at school? It's like we're learning, but making more fun out of it. Instead of like working with books and pencils and things, we make games and stuff that's like learning at the same time. Is that right? Yeah, we're doing well. I mean, yours is far more beautiful than mine. Well, yours is really nice as well. Is this the first poppy you've ever made? Ever find a pride a place for that on your mountain, please? I'll give it to my son. Coming up on Sunday is obviously Remembrance Day, and I would love to know what your message would be. This Remembrance Sunday, so I think that it's really important that we remember these people, what they did, so that we could still be happy and well alive. Music, sadly for me, there are fewer and fewer people around now who I'm able to share memories with. It's a factor when you get to 98, as I am. They've mostly gone, which is sad, absolutely. But I turn out every Remembrance Day. I used to go up to Whitehall, but now I have to do a local parade with the British Legion in Staines, where I live. Emily, I've got a very special surprise for you today, and I just wanted to say congratulations on all the hard work that you've been doing with the Scouts and for taking part in so many remembrance activities as well. You're a huge inspiration to lots of young people, and I'm very proud to award you with the Scouts Remembrance page. Well done. You thank you just to add to your huge collection. Thank you very much, you.